Well, good afternoon, folks. This is the Coco and Lefty show being brought to you from Stratford, Connecticut. Now, for some up-to-date weather news, let me give you Coco, our weather girl. Coco?
Yes, Lefty. Some disturbing news from John Classfeld in Florida. It's been raining cats and dogs for 24 hours, and the ASPCA is overflowing with stray animals. If you have it in your heart to adopt one of these darlings, please call 928-341-1126. And I repeat, please call 703-486-1111. Thank you, folks. And now for some war news. Abdul Akbara, a prominent Al-Qaeda operative, was blown to smithereens in South Waziristan this morning by a CIA drone missile. May Allah show mercy on the 70 heavenly virgins who will have to accommodate this martyr's body parts. And now, friends, a bit of humor from our ineffectual intellectual Lefty. I think he's going to do Murray the waiter.
Well, hi, folks. I'm going to do the Murray the waiter joke. Murray was a waiter at the Carnegie Deli for over 40 years. He was an excellent waiter. He was polite, gave good service, and Carnegie gave him 4 tables, all of his own. They were Murray's tables. At these tables only sat waiters who were guests, waitresses who were guests from other restaurants, actors, actresses, mobsters, big businessmen, and guys from Wall Street. They were all big spenders and big tippers. One day, Murray was carrying a tray of corned beef sandwiches over to table 2 when he dropped out of a heart attack. A sad day for Carnegie Deli. Well, his wife said he was heartbroken. The next day at the funeral, they had Murray fans from all over come to the funeral. There were waiters and waitresses and counter people from the 2nd Avenue Deli, from Katz's, from the Stage Deli, from Ratner's, Yonah Schimmel's, and even from Russ and Daughters. Well, Sadie was brokenhearted. Her daughter came down from Scarsdale to spend 3 weeks with her. She tried to show her a good time. She took her to the movies. She took her to Bloomingdale's to go shopping. Anything she could think of to make Sadie happy. But, well, time passed. And about 6 months later, after a DASA meeting, Sadie was sitting with her usual mahjong group, and she started to cry. And her friend, Ivy Mansky, said, "Sadie, stop crying, you're screwing up the game. Why don't you go to a seance?" And I understand that at a seance you can often see your dead loved ones and speak to them once more. And my husband, Marvin, the dentist, happens to know an excellent mystic. Maybe you'll give him a call. So Sadie said, okay. They finished the mahjong game. Next day, Sadie calls the mystic. The mystic says, just in time, Sadie. Tuesday, at Town Hall, we're going to have a big seance. Be there at 2 o'clock. So, 2 o'clock, Sadie shows up. There are 8 tables set up. At each table there are 6 persons. The mystic stands on the podium, gives instructions. Everyone at each table is supposed to join hands to form the perfect circle. They do that. He turns down the lights. They close their eyes and they concentrate on their loved ones. This goes on for several minutes. All of a sudden, there's a shaking in the room. A wind blows through the room. Lightning flashes. There are noises and moans. And the table starts to shake and the chairs shake. And Sadie opens her eyes. And there in the corner of the room stands Murray. He says, Murray, Murray, my Murray, is that you? He says, yes, Sadie. It is I, Murray the waiter. Murray standing there resplendent in his black tuxedo, his white shirt, black bow tie. He has a tray of corned beef sandwiches in his hands. And Sadie says, Murray, come over to my table and talk to me. I never got a chance to say goodbye to you. He said, I'm sorry, Sadie, that's not my table. Anyhow, we'll be back tomorrow or the next day with a little more stuff. I'm having some dental work done. It's a little hard for me to talk. I dentist slept a tooth out today, and I'm still a little numb. And maybe I'll tell you some dental jokes next time, and maybe even introduce you to a dear old friend of mine, Graham Schiff. You may remember him. He used to be a physician. He's now a psychiatrist in Virginia, but he was a physician for many years in the Red Hook and Rhinebeck area. So thanks, folks. Be seeing you soon. Bye-bye now.